The Department of Revenue Administration today presented House and Senate budget negotiators with a thick packet of tax proposals, including a new business tax on 10,000 New Hampshire corporations and a new tax on home and commercial mortgages. After Governor John Lynch asked the DRA to come up with new ways to increase state revenues, Commissioner Kevin Clougherty presented 11 proposals, ranging from requiring restaurants to post a bond against their rooms and meals taxes to eliminating exemptions for 501c organizations. But the two proposals being pushed by the governor's office are the LLC tax and the mortgage tax. Limited liability corporations have been allowed in New Hampshire since 1996, but Clougherty argues that thousands of taxpayers could be abusing the system by avoiding the state's interest and dividends tax. The Secretary of State's office has nearly 100,000 LLCs on file in New Hampshire, though not all are active businesses. The democratically controlled conference committee seemed warm to the idea of subjecting LLCs to the same tax burden as S&C corporations. However, both Republicans and Democrats on the panel gave a cold shoulder to the governor's other idea, applying the state's real estate transfer tax whenever a home or business refinances. Berlin Republican Senator John Gallus is a realtor by trade. He thinks the tax idea would hit people when they could least afford it.
In the media, and I don't think I've talked to anyone anywhere that finds this particular tax palatable on refinances. We're at a time where we are at the end of the rainbow here, in the bottom of the trough in real estate. A lot of people use their homes. They've been refinancing for numerous reasons. One of them, basically, to lower the payments, try to stay in their home, try to keep their homes. They refinance to send their children to college.
Exeter Democratic Senator Maggie Hassan worried that the tax would not only hurt residential homeowners, but stifle commercial real estate development.
What kind of analysis have you all done on what this does in the commercial sector and what kind of impact it has on business?
If you take a look at that, 185,000. $185,000 with a $25,000 exemption, and the transfer tax of 0.75%. The tax would be $1,200.
Manchester Democratic Senator Lou D'Alessandro says if the tax goes through, homeowners won't just get a tax bill when they buy or sell their homes, but every time they try to get a better rate on their mortgage.
This would be a tax that recurs every time they flip, and they're flipping, very, very frequently in this new era. Where the poor, innocent teacher who taught at Bishop Radley High School bought a house 40 years ago, paid off the mortgage, and maintains it.
Clougherty argued that the existing real estate transfer tax does well when the economy's booming, but state revenues take a huge hit when real estate sales slow down. Where Republican Representative Neil Kirk asked if the mortgage tax was designed to be countercyclical.
You'll see it, and sometimes they'll be equal, and sometimes they'll be like this, but overall it should provide more stability in terms of the revenue source.
Clougherty says just about everyone who could refinance already has, and it would take several months before counties would be able to collect the tax on behalf of the state. Therefore, the New Hampshire Treasury wouldn't see significant revenues for nearly a year. House and Senate negotiators face a Thursday deadline to pass the $11 billion budget. Reporting from the Legislative Office Building in Concord, Grant Bosse for the Josiah Bartlett Center for Public Policy.